Geneva 2030 está dedicada a invertir en nuestros niños desde la cuna hasta la carrera. La misión del éxito para los niños de Geneva es movilizar a la comunidad para mejorar la salud y el bienestar de todos nuestros niños y sus familias. Desde nuestro inicio, Geneva 2030 ha reunido a miembros de la comunidad para trabajar en objetivos claves para la preparación de párvulos, éxito en la alfabetización, éxito en la ciencia, la tecnología, la ingeniería, las artes y las matemáticas, S.T.E.A.M, el mejoramiento de la tasa de graduación y el avance en la preparación para la universidad y las carreras. Mediante la comprensión de las necesidades y los intereses de los niños y sus familiares, reunimos colectivamente los recursos para mejorar su calidad de vida. Nos esforzamos por establecer intervenciones y apoyos eficaces, con el entendimiento del profundo y beneficioso impacto que estos pueden tener en el niño o niña individual, la familia y la comunidad.
The research around early literacy is really showing us that the school systems across the country, not just in Geneva, but across the country, aren't really responding to the changes in demographic and the changes in needs that families have. The pandemic has really emphasized the kinds of changes that we need to make in terms of personalized instruction, meeting kids where they are, and growing kids' literacy at home.
We realized, using the data, that there's a big focus on the early childhood need and perspective. My whole career has been in early childhood, and through the Geneva City School District, we had an opportunity to apply for funds through the State Education Department to offer early childhood learning through the Universal Pre-Kindergarten Program, which is a state-funded program. The Geneva City School District State Education Grant allowed us to partner with the YMCA in Geneva to bring on additional slots for 3-year-olds in our community.
So we use the data from Geneva Success and from Geneva 2030 to apply for grants. So even though we're through tough times and we're going through COVID, we are still doing preschool or story times, and we're posting them on YouTube, we're posting them on Facebook, and you can always catch us one Saturday a month on Zoom where we do a bedtime story time with me at home.
The research is telling us that for STEAM progress in school, and that we really need to be able to provide students with real-world application. And so the application of what they're learning about science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math really require our community partners to give them opportunities to be able to apply these skills. Be collaborative, work in groups with other people to solve real-world problems.
So one of the things that we have had the pleasure of implementing here at North Street School this last school year, so this is the second year, is a STEAM course for all of our 4th and 5th grade students, which really allows them to explore the engineering by design process, as well as each facet of STEAM. That has brought in students so they can explore their own interests and find passions that they didn't know they would have. So having that course available to all 4th and 5th grade students has been a wonderful experience.
They're exploring the engineering by design process. We're implementing 3D printing along with other initiatives that go along with science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math.
FLCC is proud to be a strong partner in Geneva 2030. Our role is to provide STEAM education for our Geneva students and also to help them prepare for college so they can find wonderful careers to help make Geneva the best it can be.
I was fortunate enough to attend the graduation and saw the process that all the students went through, and Gesana had grown and talked about the medical part of it, the DNA. Now she is aspiring to become a doctor. And I think it is part because she started to learn about DNA, and she would talk about it in different conversations we've had after the STEAM camp was all over.
What I'm excited about in accelerated science is you learn a lot about cells, plants, animals, and a lot about yourself.
Parent involvement and career readiness are very important for our children to be successful in the Geneva School District and the Geneva area.
The current research around college and career readiness tells us that many of our students across the country, not just in Geneva, are not ready, A, for college. We have 50% of our kids who are forced into remedial classes that they don't necessarily even get credit for, but that they have to pay tuition for because we haven't done a good enough job about preparing them for the expectations of secondary education. Secondly, career-wise, we see a little bit of a disconnect between college preparation and real-world application into jobs. The kinds of things that kids are focused on in college may not necessarily be preparing them for the soft skills that they need to be able to be successful in the business world.
A couple things were absolutely clear. We needed to feed more people, but we also needed to keep our programs going, even with distance learning as part of it. So we had a 40-person tutor team from HWS, and we trained them to do it online. And it's turned out that the online tutoring, from college kids sitting in their dorm room to our little kids sitting down at Goodman Street and here at Carter Road, has been an improvement over the in-person tutoring that was happening before. It's more focused, it's a better service, and it's more measurable in the time and in what's achieved.
Going into college, I was very unsure of what to expect, but I think the things that I did lean on was the confidence that was instilled in me from my educators and teachers in high school, and I think that really allowed me to have the confidence that I can do well and succeed in college. My junior year of high school, I was talking with my track coach, Coach Pitt, and he specifically told me, if you don't end up being a professional athlete, I can see you being a doctor. Several years later, I decided that I was going to be a physician. I am currently in my third year of medical school at The Ohio State University College of Medicine. I want you to know that Geneva has everything that you need in order for you to successfully graduate high school and to do well in college. You can go to college, even if it's something that your parents haven't done, something that you may not have considered before. You can definitely do it, and everything and all the resources in Geneva can definitely help you get there.
HWS is proud of the many ways our students, faculty, and staff actively engage with our local partners, and I'm glad we're able to serve as the anchor entity for Geneva 2030. And HWS looks forward to continued investment in the initiative through our College Bound program, where we host every Geneva 2nd, 6th, and 9th grader on campus, in addition to other programs, including the HWS Core, which connects close to 100 of our students as tutors with local students annually, a program we were able to maintain virtually this year.
The findings of the Geneva 2030 report encourage the school district to focus on two main areas: reading at the early grade level and career readiness for post-secondary preparation at the high school level. We developed some strong partnership with Finger Lakes Community College to make sure that our students will be exposed to career pathways at the high school level. It is important that the community understand their role and their collective impact in the success of Geneva's children.
Al fijarnos en la próxima década de esfuerzos de un impacto colectivo en Geneva, sabemos que hay oportunidades y retos que permanecen al adentrarnos en la siguiente década. Continuaremos celebrando la diversidad y nos enfocaremos en asegurar un acceso equitativo al éxito escolar y continuaremos en nuestro compromiso con nuestra vibrante comunidad. Geneva 2030 está lista para el reto y los instamos a unirse a nosotros, al trabajo tan recompensante de apoyo a los ciudadanos más jóvenes de Geneva. Para ejemplos específicos de cómo nos puede ayudar o se puede involucrar, favor de ir a geneva2030nj.org. Muchas gracias.